Have you ever watched the awkwardness of a couple when maybe they've only first met each other? And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, one springs at, I want to get married. Wow, boy, if that's not a relationship killer right out of the gate, right? You haven't even dated the person yet, but you're talking about marriage. That's a lot of what we do online. Have you ever thought about that? That sometimes we skip building the relationship and because we have none whatsoever, and we turn around and we ask somebody to buy our product. We've asked them to marry us. Now, as we talk about part 3 of Google E.A.T, we've talked about expertise and we've talked about authority. All 3 of these actually have a progression if you think about it. When you build your expertise with someone, when you establish your competency with them, you are literally establishing that you are an expert. Go figure, right? So once you've established your expertise, then you start building authority, meaning that people determine that your expertise are real, they're authentic, you've demonstrated them, you've actually gone out of your way to build authority with individuals, but you've also done it through Google. And in the previous video, we talked a little bit about how to do that by including people in your content and linking to them and building those social relationships and bringing value to those that you either want to do business with or who serve the same audience you do, but in a different way. And so you're networking with them to reach their audiences, and you're exposing them to your audience in the process of doing that. So you're benefiting one another. You're building the relationship. Now, when you've done all of those things really well, you have actually earned trust. And you've earned it with Google. You haven't just earned it with those other individuals, because Google's looking at, wait a second, you know what? They didn't ask to get married up front. They aren't pushing themselves on people. They actually care about bringing value to people's lives. And as a result, they are trustworthy. Now, there are other trustworthy things that are important too, like, are you protecting people's information if they give it to you? Are you using SSL? Are you, what has your reputation been across different spectrums of the web? There's a lot of different factors that go into trustworthiness, right? But the bottom line here is, you built your expertise, you demonstrated your expertise, you earned the authority, in other words, the links and the relationships and all of those other good things that people are endorsing you, and now you are showing yourself as trustworthy. And when you are trustworthy, don't you love it when loud vehicles decide to go by right in the middle of a video? Anyway, when you have demonstrated your trustworthiness, now you are at the pinnacle of being able to move to the top of Google. Not just because you're trustworthy to Google, but more importantly because you made Google look good and you're trustworthy to their customers. Customers believe in your product and your service. And folks, if you encapsulate all of that together, what does that simply mean? It means you have a great business. It means you're doing things the right way. So the next time you're talking with an SEO person, remember, it's not about all the technical things, it's about this concept of E.A.T. And if you get this right, then the technical things will follow. So with that, folks, jump on, read the blog article. I go into more detail, and be looking next week towards the next series that we're going to offer.